Did you know that mothers have saved the lives of millions of children by adopting one simple technology? It's a mix of salt, sugar, and water. Here's how the story goes. Back in the 1970s, an Indian doctor showed that by mixing salt, sugar, and water and giving it to children with diarrheal diseases like cholera or other infectious diarrhea, you could save their lives. Because when children get diarrhea, at least back then, they rapidly dehydrated and died. But if you could keep them hydrated, which was very difficult to do in rural settings, you could keep them alive, the diarrhea would pass, and the child will survive. Well, after this Indian doctor demonstrated that it was possible to do this using oral therapies, they wanted to give this technology to all of Bangladesh, which was the neighboring state to India. So they went out and they said, hey, look, we got this solution, just salt, sugar, and water. You feed it to kids, they'll get better, they'll stay hydrated, they'll get past their diarrheal illnesses. Well, the doctors, who were mostly male at that time, they didn't buy it. They thought, we've got better technology, we've got antibiotics, we've got IV fluids, we don't need to mess around with mixing salt, sugar, and water. So it wasn't being adopted. There was obstacles to getting this out there. So this nonprofit, the Bangladeshi Rural Advancement Committee, also called BRAC, said, okay, let's find out who is willing to use this. So they went and found out that mothers were readily accessible and eager to learn. And these mothers were not driven by ego. They were driven by a desire to keep their children alive because they love their children more than anything else in the world. And no ego, no ideology, no dogma was going to stand in the way of them learning a new technology that could keep their children alive. So the BRAC, which was this nonprofit organization, went out and taught millions of mothers, like 12 to 13 million mothers, how to mix up this salty, sugary solution and give it to their kids when they got diarrhea. And death from diarrheal diseases dropped dramatically. It was so effective. And then they repeated this all over the world, using women, using mothers as agents of change to fight this disease that had killed children for millennia. It's one of the most successful stories in medical history, the use of oral rehydration solution to save the lives of children through teaching mothers. I talk all about it in the latest episode of my podcast, The Dr. Kumar Discovery. The story is much larger and it's a really cool story. You should check it out. Just search The Dr. Kumar Discovery on any major podcast platform and look for the episode on oral rehydration solution. I hope to see you there. Cheers.